Alright, what's up guys? It's R3R Turbo here from the internet. So what I'm going to show you here is how to set the slave cylinder on the hydraulic clutch. That's it there, hydraulic clutch, master cylinder, and it's the slave cylinder here on the TTS hydraulic clutch conversion. So this is a very fine adjustment, but we'll do it. See what you have here is the pull rod, this little guy in here, and this bullnose nut here is the slave nut, and this is the slave cylinder here. So what I want to do, or what you're going to do, is actually, here's a pro tip. This pull rod, when you get it, you want to deepen the groove that's in it, that groove right there, because what will happen if you don't deepen it is, when you're using your screwdriver to hold it steady when you're tightening the lock nut, you could end up skipping out here and roughing up the edges of your pull rod slot. So anyway, what you do to set the tension is, let's go in that way. You want to get a screwdriver to do this, and you want to use 3 fingers like I'm using here, and that's it. And you want to wind it. You should have basically 0 resistance. You want to keep winding until you feel resistance. Now I'm talking only a slight little bit, if you feel what I mean. So around about there. So now I just hit resistance and that's it. I've stopped. I'm not going any further, and all I'm using is 3 fingers. Now I could go a little bit further through that, but if at this point I nearly have to grasp the screwdriver and turn it with my palm or grip rather than just 3 fingers. I wouldn't be able to do it with 3 fingers. Well, not really. So that means you're gone too far. If you were to put the lock nut on here, then the bite point on the lever will be very far out. In fact, you almost have some clutch slippage. Whereas if you go back the other direction, that's it, free, and you wind up to there. When you start to feel resistance, if you stop there, your bite point will be very close to the bar, and if this thing was to move at all on you, the bullnose nut, actually it'll take some time to settle into it's not quite a perfect fit. It's a kind of transition fit. It'll squeeze into the slave cylinder over time, and the adjustment you'll feel on your lever will change, and you need to change this adjustment here. But anyway, for now, my bullnose nut is fairly well bedded into my slave cylinder. So what I find works best, and you get the bite point about halfway out along the bar, or from the bar I mean. What I find is optimal anyway, from my own feel, is what I do is I wind her back out, and when I hit resistance, I just go that much further through it. Oops. I'll just go again. So that's it screwed in, so I'm just winding out here with no resistance against it, and I get to here, I hit resistance, and I just go that much through it, just enough to put a bit of a squeeze on it, but that's it. Just wind till you hit resistance, and then slightly further, and that's it. And then what you want to do, and this is very important, before you put your lock nut on, you want to get some of this stuff. Medium strength thread locker. Why? Because what can happen is, if you don't, I know you're using a lock nut, but in my experience, it's happened me a couple of times until I started using this, is when you put on the lock nut, you squeeze it up real good, and you try not to have your screwdriver slip out of the slot and tear it up, is the nut will back itself off along the threads here, and then when you pull, I'm just going to pull this here now, this is what happens. You get about 1.3 mil slave travel, that's all, that's normal, and that's been verified by the displacement volume of the master cylinder versus this one here. That's normal, and that's fine, that's enough. But there's a cap, this cap here, which screws on over that, like that, and when that's closed in, the pull rod, the lock nut that's on the pull rod, when it backs off the threads from vibration, it'll come out here, and when you pull the clutch, it will come up against this face here and won't go any further, and you will find yourself, first time it happens, that you will only be able to pull the clutch most of the way, and then as the thread backs out a bit further, or the nut backs up a bit further in the thread, all of a sudden you can't pull the clutch at all, because the nut is after backing itself out and it's now jammed up again, this fella. So anyway, long story short, use this shit on your lock nut, the end, and you'll be fine.